Okay. Hello, I'm Teacher Oakley. Welcome to Verbling. Sorry for the little bit of a late start, having some strange technical issues here. Everything seems to be 5 by 5 now and working. Okay, for the next hour, basically this class it would be a follow-up to our last class in which we learned some vocabulary associated with hobbies. We're going to continue in this class by having a more open-ended conversation related to hobbies. Okay, so we'll practice our conversational English skills together, and I will give feedback in regards to any issues with your speaking, pronunciation, sentence structure, vocabulary suggestions, etc. All right, let me welcome students to the class. Terrence is back. Hey, Terrence. Hello, hello.
Hey, hello.
Hello again. And
Hello.
Demas. Hi. And Demas is also back. Hi, Demas.
Yeah, hello
Hi
again.
again. All right. Okay. Yeah. Okay. That's one of my hobbies is dealing with technical problems that occur as I'm trying to do my job. Yeah. Terrence, let's talk hobbies. Do you have any hobbies currently?
Yes, I have tons of hobbies.
You do.
Yes, but at the top of my hobby, I go exercise every day.
Okay. You might say at the top of the list. All right.
At
You have
the
many.
top of the list.
All right. Okay. All right. You have many things to do. You have a list. You might say the number one, prioritize at the top of the list. Okay. What do you do for exercise? Can you be more specific? Like what?
Uh, I go hiking every day. I like it, and I
Really?
yesterday I was climbing at a really high mountain, and it was really low key. I see a lot of beautiful views and
Okay. Scenery.
scenery.
Mm-hmm.
And the one thing that I was impressed is when someone crashed me and it breaks my ankle.
Someone what you?
Um, I don't
Pushed?
know the maybe push or like crash, punch or something.
Punch? This is punch.
Yes,
Someone punched you. What? What? Why did they punch you?
I don't know.
I
And
don't know.
it broke my ankle.
Now, okay,
Uh,
all right.
and
Is
I was sitting
you,
uh, at the corner of the street on the road, so waiting for someone help me to get my maybe get me down from the mountain.
okay. Okay. Did you really break your ankle, or did you?
Yes,
Is it broken bones,
and
or
yes, broken bone.
really?
Yes, and the um, you know the worst thing.
That's awful. My goodness. Uh, well, that's terrible. Um, I'm sorry to hear that. That's horrible.
Yeah, so
So, So do you have a cast now? Do you have a
Yes, so I
cast?
have to have a cat while I'm uh, learning English right now.
Oh my goodness. So I guess you won't be doing much dancing for New Year's Eve. No
Dancing.
dancing. No dancing for you. Wow. Well, that's tough, man. That's bad. Okay. A couple other small things you enjoy, or earlier you were climbing on the mountain or climbing up the mountain, climbing up or climbing down, or
Yes,
climbing on the mountain. These are prepositions we can use.
but
Not
I can
not at or in.
I I just can't screaming at the top of my lungs and when the people was helping me.
Oh my goodness. Well, that's crazy. That's a crazy story. Uh, okay. Another English phrase. You said one thing I was impressed. It should be one thing I was impressed by. You're impressed by something. Here's a collocation. Um, you're impressed by something. It's important to have the preposition by. All right. Wow, that's tough. Okay. Wow. I don't know what to say. All right, a number of other students have joined us, so I would like to greet them before we continue. Do a little microphone check. Hi, Edson.
Hi, hello.
Hello, how are you?
Not bad, and you?
Doing okay. Uh,
Nice.
thank you. Francisco, welcome back.
Thank you, teacher. I'm back here.
Great. Good to have you. And hi, Sam.
Hello again.
Hello. Hello again. Okay. We're going to talk about our hobbies and interests a little more. Demas. Okay. Terrence was just telling us about how he yesterday broke his ankle pursuing his hobby of hiking. My goodness. Demas, have you ever injured yourself doing a hobby?
Yeah, I'm talking about. I have one of my hobbies back games, board games. Yeah, board games,
Okay.
and
All right.
I like chess, and I very often play that game with my son. And my wife is crazy about backgammon.
Oh, really?
She's yeah, she's a good player, and she very often wins. She's very often wins, and recently I started to teach my daughter play drafts. Yeah,
Okay.
but she didn't. She doesn't use any rules. She always beat my pieces, but it's good.
Yeah, right. Oh, that's funny. That's very cute. Okay, I recently taught her how to play drafts like that. I, I, when you're talking about a game or even a sport, I taught my son soccer. I taught my son how to play soccer. Is we usually talk about any kind of game or sport, we say taught how to do something like that.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Um, that's that's interesting. You agree or disagree with me? What do you think? I think these kinds of games that you're talking about, chess and checkers and backgammon and other board games, and I think they're played a lot more in countries that have cold weather, winter, real winter. You
Yeah.
know?
I am not disagree with you because chess it's Indian game, yeah.
Ah, yeah, well, okay, not so cool.
Yeah, and backgammon it's a game from Iran.
Good
I don't
point.
know.
Okay, yeah, all
Yeah,
right.
and it's all these games creates by Asian people, yeah, maybe.
Yeah, many of them.
Uh, yeah,
Right,
and after that they spread in Europe and other countries. And European people only use this game. It's not create.
right.
Yeah,
Adapted and adopted, both.
adopt. Yeah,
Uh,
but of course this kind of game very popular in the Ukraine, maybe Russia and other country,
mm,
USSR. Yeah,
right. Uh, Most of these kinds of games that we talked about are played widely in the United States as well, and many of them are considered, these and some others, are considered bar games because they're frequently, when people go hang out together and converse at a bar, it's very normal in the United States to sit at the bar and play cribbage, a type of, or backgammon, or a dice game. Very normal to do that. Many people do that, or a game of chess even, while sitting at
yeah,
the pub and having a beer or whatever. Very
yeah.
common.
It's good. It's a good way for spend time and
Yeah,
enjoy it.
socialize. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
absolutely. Okay, let me let me quickly welcome Carlos, or welcome back, Carlos. Hi, welcome back. Hi, Carlos.
Thank you. Thank you,
Hey,
teacher.
we'll talk to you in a bit. Let me first go to Edson. Edson, uh, do you have any uh, hobbies, and can you describe the hobby and tell me a little bit, like about when you started doing it, why you like it?
Yeah, one hobby I have is I know how to play guitar, electric guitar, and I play with my friends in some bars as soon as the establishment invite us to play there, and
Mm-hmm.
we spend so long, like 2 hours or 3 hours playing with, and we make money with this, for sure. And
Awesome.
then it's a good kind of work,
It's a good
because you
kind of
play,
hobby. Yeah.
you have fun with your friends, and you make money. And you
Great.
drink, there are some advantages, like they offer us like some drinks, some foods to eat during our break time, And
Sure.
I started playing guitar when I was a younger. My brother-in-law taught me how to play, and now I just improving by myself. I took some classes with private teacher. He taught me how to play very well, and now I'm just practicing every day my instrument.
Okay.
Because the more you practice, the best you get in your instrument.
Okay.
Eh,
The better you
I
get. Yeah.
Yeah, the better you get, and to be very quickly with in using your fingers, you need to practice every day.
Okay.
Like the theory, you need to understand how to create, how to make a song, but
All
it's
right.
difficult to make a song because it's not just you take the letter and then you put some kind of melody inside in your song, but you need to create just like a rhythm, and you need to put everything there, and then you create a song. But you need to create with the other members of your band, not
Mm-hmm.
just by yourself.
Right. Cooperative creativity.
Cooperatively, yeah,
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 yeah, yeah.
yeah.
All right.
It
Uh,
takes so long to sometimes to make these songs because not everyone has time to be with you in creating.
right, right. A couple notes of feedback. To be very quickly, not an adverb, you should use the adjective. To be very quick using your fingers, not quickly.
Okay.
All right. And the words to a song are lyrics, is the vocabulary word. When you're writing the actual words, you can,
Yeah.
you can write the lyrics, but then creating the melody is obviously another more difficult step. Um,
Yes.
okay. Before I let you go, by coincidence, look, my brother-in-law was here. He plays guitar for the holidays, for Christmas. He brought his guitar. He lives quite some distance away. He brought his guitar. He stayed at my house. He his strings. He broke a couple strings, and his strings were really bad. So I bought him
Yeah.
brand new guitar strings for
You know how
Christmas.
to play?
I no, I stink, and that was my question. How do I start if let's I'm a novice, okay, a real beginner, true beginner. But now
You need
he left his guitar at my house, and I probably won't see him again until Easter.
great.
So, great. So I have a guitar with brand new strings.
Yeah.
But I'm a novice. What would be your advice to me if I really want to start to learn to play? Should I use
Well,
the internet? Should I get an instructor? Should I just learn some basic chords and do them over and over? What? Give me some advice.
from internet, you may take a lot of classes, like a lot of lessons. They teach you how to be very fast using your fingers, and you may understand the theory of the music. Some songs, how to create song, not just how to create, but the theory of the music.
Mm-hmm.
You can get from internet. Of course, internet you have everything that you want.
Okay. Fair enough. If only I can get somebody to trade English lessons for guitar lessons.
Yeah, yeah, you can change it. The works,
Yeah. Right? Why
It's,
not?
it's, it's a win-win.
Win-win. Exactly. Right. Uh, that's right. Economics through trade. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks, Edson. Thank you
Thank you
for
too.
speaking, and thanks for your advice mostly. All right, Francisco. Let me talk to you for a minute. Uh, Francisco, practice your powers of description. Tell me about a hobby you have and why you do it, why you like it, how you started, how often you do it, whatever details you can provide.
Right now my hobby is to learn English, but I used to play football. I played for a long time since I was a kid. Um 2 years ago, I stopped playing football because I broke my nose. uh, I injured my knee twice too last year, so I stopped playing. But maybe this new year I'm going to play again.
Okay. Knees are tricky. You got to be careful of the
Yeah.
knees. Yeah. Okay. What was your most memorable moment? Scoring the winning goal or winning a championship? What was your most memorable moment
Yeah, I
related to
think
your hobby? Yeah.
I think that there are some interesting moments like scoring a goal, or maybe I don't know, winning a championship in my school or in the league that I played. I think both of them are really interesting.
Yeah. All right. Well, okay. The the only thing that I remember, I played in high school. I scored the winning goal against our main rivals. The the rivals. right?
Yeah.
Your rival, the one team that you really want to beat, you really hate them. Yeah, I scored 1-0. We won. I was so, I got picked up on people's shoulders. Yay! It was awesome. Of course, our team was terrible, and I think we ended up like 2 wins and 8 losses or something really bad. But that was one of the wins.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'll never forget that. Uh, yeah. Um, yeah. And in fact, it was the only goal I scored all season.
Okay,
But
you were lucky.
yeah, I was lucky, and I was lucky. It was really. I might as well just close my eyes and swung my foot. Really, you're absolutely right. Pure luck. Okay. Sam, let me talk to you for a little bit.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
can you describe for me one of your hobbies and maybe?
Yes, I'm not play like other my classmates, because being a lady is for especially in my culture. And right now, I'm not playing any game, but I have a hobbies. For example, my hobbies listening music, and sometime if I want, I go out for walking, and sometime jogging as well, and sometime I think that I can I can play not sports but games for like a dice or something like that. Sometimes I would prefer to play card as well, play cards. And these are my hobbies right now. But when I was in school and college at that time, I love play, um, especially uh, squash. That was my favorite game at that time, and because I'm a youngest child in my family, so I play alone myself. Nobody play with me, so that was my favorite game at that time, and I love a lot because if I had a time, I try to play squash, and I think that through this way I could improve my energy, not energy, but stamina, especially when you
Hmm,
are walking and moving here and there, improve your stamina as well. So yes, these game, and especially uh, sometime play with my brother as well, and it's different. We can say that. Tennis, playing a tennis, and that at that time that was my favorite hobby. But right now, nothing because I don't have much time to play. Just walking and jogging and like that. If I have a time.
okay. If okay, first
Mm-hmm.
uh, English feedback.
Okay.
All very good, except really, really a mess with articles.
Oh, sorry.
So let me explain. I have a hobbies. You can
Mm-hmm.
never use a with a plural.
Okay.
A means one. That's basically essentially what a or an
Uh-huh.
actually
Uh-huh.
means. So you
Yes,
simply
I
can't use it.
didn't notice that. Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I go for a walking.
Mm-hmm.
We don't use a with a gerund either.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I go for a walk.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
Or
Mm-hmm.
I go walking instead of
Okay.
using
Mm-hmm.
for at all. Another one, I am a youngest child. We have to use the definite article the with
Uh-huh.
any superlative. That is est adjective.
Okay.
The tallest, the most populated, the craziest.
Mm-hmm.
Always the has
Okay.
to be with any
Youngest.
superlative.
The.
The
Okay.
youngest. I am the youngest child.
Okay.
Okay. If I had a time, I would do something
Mm-hmm.
more exercise. If I had time,
Mhm.
Here we have another article related issue.
Mhm.
Time is, in the broader sense that you're using it, is uncountable. It cannot be
Okay.
counted.
Mhm.
So we simply cannot use a or an with a countable noun.
Mhm.
Uncountable, sorry, with an uncountable noun.
Mhm.
Because again, a or an means one, but if I
Mhm.
can't count it, how can I say one?
Okay.
So when the word time, when we use it broadly,
Mhm.
time, I have no time to do sports.
Mhm.
Uh, it's uncountable. Of
Mhm.
course, you can hear time used in a countable way. I have
Mhm.
told you 3 times not to
Mhm.
do that.
Okay.
Uh, I'm really using it different definition at 3 instances, 3 occasions,
Mhm. So we
which are
use times.
countable.
Times.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
well, yeah, with a number. Your mother says, "I've told you 1,000,000 times
Mhm.
not to do that."
Okay.
Yeah, so it's possible, but
Mhm.
no. For example, water. I can't say
Mhm.
I have a water here.
Okay. Mhm.
How should I say it, Sam? Instead of I have a water,
Mhm.
what should I say? What would be correct?
I have water.
Yeah, I have water.
Mhm.
Yes, without
Mhm.
a. Or
Mhm.
I didn't even think of that. I was thinking I have a glass of
Glass of
water.
water.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. All right. But you are correct. I have water, which I
Mhm.
do,
Mhm.
obviously. Um, yeah. Okay. All right. But also commentary
Mhm.
about if I had to play an entire game of squash, I'm pretty sure it would kill me. That is a very demanding game.
Yes, but if you are alone, that what you can do.
Yeah, yeah, okay. Practice.
Yeah.
Well, last weekend during the holidays, my brother-in-law, who I mentioned earlier, we went and we played basketball
Mhm.
against a couple like 15, 16-year-old kids.
Mhm.
That almost killed me, quite honestly. I was horrible. I
Mhm.
I limped off the court. Um, yeah. Anyway, vigorous exercise of that nature.
Mhm. Thanks.
Wow. Yeah, well, thank you. Okay, let me talk to Carlos for a minute. Carlos, how about you? Tell me about a hobby that you enjoy. Um, maybe describe it a little bit, where you started, when you started, and maybe try to include why you enjoy it.
Okay. Um, I like to play racing video games. I started because a friend of mine, um, he was a French. He was he was French. uh, Loved racing video games, and he often came to my house to play those games, and I started to like that kind of game because before I didn't like it a lot, and so with the past of time, I like it too. So I bought a steering wheel uh, to play more I mean better because with the steering wheel it feels like real, and
Mm,
uh, I played racing games because for me
mm-hmm.
it's relax uh, and I have a collection of racing video games. Um, mm, and um, and what else?
Okay.
uh,
No,
and
that's pretty good.
I play. Yes.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Uh, um, uh, uh, for example, I have the Formula One. I like Formula One because the cards are beautiful, the structure, and because the speed. I love speed.
Okay. Okay. A little feedback and then a follow-up question for you. Your English is quite good, and you used definitely a colloquial phrase, but you had it slightly wrong. You said with the pass of time, but it should be with the passing of time. I liked it more and more like that. So it should be a gerund with the passing of time. Very common phrase and useful. Kind of like saying, um, uh, now I forgot what I was going to say. Well, okay, after a while, or yeah, eventually, I came to like it. Okay, it relax. You need an object noun. It relaxes me, or you can say it is relaxing. You can use the adjective there,
Okay.
but you can't say it relax. That's incomplete. All right.
Okay. It relaxes
All
me.
right. Hey, all right. You love speed, so have you ever tried actual physical racing of any type, motorcycles or go-karts or an actual race car?
Well, I like speed in video games, but in the real life, I think it's too dangerous. I don't like it in real. In real, I like to watch in the television, Formula One, uh, how do you say, NASCAR,
NASCAR,
those
right?
kind of uh, those kind of competitions.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't really like a lot to 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 do that in the real life.
Okay. No great desire to do that. Yeah.
Yes.
I I was fortunate enough to have a friend who actually raced cars, stock cars, like similar to NASCAR. And he let me drive his car around the track. I joined his pit crew. Not that I was any help at all, but he let me join his pit crew, and in practice one time he let me drive around the track. It's pretty
Uh,
exciting. Yeah.
which was the speedest
How
limit
was
that?
the fastest that I went?
Ah,
Actually,
yes, yes.
honestly, I was too scared to actually look at how fast. I'm not sure. I had my eyes, white knuckle driving. When the roads are very dangerous, like in the winter or dangerous conditions, we have that expression, white knuckle driving, because you're holding the steering wheel so hard that your knuckles here actually turn white. I was basically white knuckle driving. Uh, no, I was trying to not crash. Which is kind of
Okay.
funny because my friend who was an amateur race car driver, he basically crashed every single race. Yeah. Yeah, but it was fun. It was exciting. Uh, oh, okay. Moving on back to Terrence. Terrence, let's talk a little hypothetical, imaginary. Let's imagine that you actually heal up from your injuries to your ankle. I still can't believe that. Terrence, what hobby would you like to try in the future if you have a chance? If money is no object, you don't have to worry about money. What hobby would you like to try?
That's a good question. I'll tell you what. I like go skydiving
Okay. Why?
because it is the um, exciting thing, the most exciting thing that I have ever seen, and I like to try it because I always think big. So I would like to do something bold, and express myself, and I believe that I am really able to let go.
Mm-hmm. Okay, very good. The first time you missed the wood, I like to go skydiving. It should be I would like to go skydiving.
I would like to go skydiving.
Yeah, you got it right the second time. Uh, Terrence, I'm an American, but I live in the Philippines. That's where I am right now in this physical space. I'm in the Philippines, and there's an excellent skydiving school right in my town. I really want to try skydiving as well. So
Why so?
why?
Why so?
Why? Basically, I've always wanted to do it since I was, I don't know, 12 years old or something. But strangely, I've never done it. I used to date a woman who was a skydiver. She
Oh,
had
really?
a lot of hours, and we would try to go. We tried to go at four or five times we tried to go, and every time there was a problem. Oh, the plane has a malfunction. Oh, it's starting to rain. Oh, there was always some issue. Oh, the wind is too heavy. We actually drove to the airport, I don't know, 3 or 4 times, and I never went. It just
Well, now I
not up.
have a question.
Yeah. What's that?
It seems that in United States there are more opportunities to go skydiving than Philippines. Uh,
Actually, you'd be
why
surprised.
why don't you do that before moving to Philippines?
I just never had the chance. And as I said, I actually did try to do it, and I just had bad luck. It just never worked out. That's all. And in the Philippines, I've looked at like 3 or 4 jump schools here. There's a bunch of them actually. So, and there's one only like literally 5 kilometers from where I live. So it's definite possibility. Plus, everything is
So,
much cheaper here in the Philippines. Much cheaper.
yeah,
Yeah.
I believe. So now just
Yeah.
maybe you can turn off your computer and hop on an airplane to dive.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Maybe. Yeah. Maybe, Terrence, after class. Maybe after lunch. Have some lunch first. Okay. Let me talk to Demas for a moment. Demas, what hobby would you like to try at some point in the future, hypothetically speaking?
Mm. In the future, I would like to try traveling a lot in other countries and different continents and different part of the world, maybe in the east, in the north, in the south, and maybe, but it takes a lot of time. But
Hmm.
it's very good, yeah, and I will enjoy it.
Yeah. I would love to be wealthy enough to go on a yacht, a sailboat,
Oh,
and travel from port to port. Would you
oh,
would you do that?
I prefer maybe aircraft. I don't,
Okay.
I don't like water, and
Ah,
yeah,
okay.
so I
All right.
have some problem with that.
I see, I see. What is the most exotic location that you would like to visit, and why?
Hmm. I think it's Japan.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's. I think that country has very interesting culture and a lot of sightseeing, and she's very old culture, and yeah,
Hmm.
it's very
Yeah.
interesting for me.
Yeah, yeah, okay. That's a good one. Definitely. All right. I in addition to skydiving, something I always wanted to do is hike Mount Fuji. Uh, but you know something, Demas, my Japanese students here on Verbling and other Japanese students have all told me that Mount Fuji's disgusting. People have littered. They've left oxygen bottles and garbage all along the trail. They've really turned me off from that idea. They made it sound terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks so majestic and beautiful in the photographs, you know, magical almost. But strangely, Japanese people have all told me, no, you don't want to do that. Really? Okay. I thought I did. All right. Okay. Let me move on. Hopefully, Demas, that dream will come true. I'm sure that you eventually be able to do some more traveling. I hope so.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Maybe.
I think it's fairly realistic. Um, Francisco, how about you? What hobby or interest would you like to pursue in the future that you've never had a chance to?
Well, maybe I could be a speed or a racer, a,
Huh?
a car racer,
Yeah.
like Carlos said. Yeah,
Okay. All right. You'd like to try that?
yeah. I think it's very interesting because, well, I think it's very dangerous, but it's very interesting to drive those kind of cars, those expensive cars, how they drive to those speeds. I don't know. It's exciting.
Mm, yeah. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Uh, have you ever tried any kind of like racing motorcycles or even like go-karts?
Yes, I have drive. I have driven some go karts, but well, I like speed
Hmm.
sincerely. But maybe in the future I could run a car with, I don't know, maybe not a Formula One, but maybe another kind of car.
What's your favorite sports car?
Um, well, I think Formula One is very interesting. I like it.
Okay, what do you want? Ferrari?
Yeah,
What do you want? Like I'm
yeah.
gonna give it to you.
There are a lot Ferrari or, or Mercedes
Yeah.
Benz. Yeah, and actually I admire a car racer here in Mexico. Is is called Sergio Perez, Checo Perez. I
Hmm.
think. Well, uh, he has ran for some competitions in the world.
Hmm. Yeah. Okay. Uh, hmm. Yeah. Well, good luck with that. That's an expensive hobby.
Yeah,
Yeah. You break one of those things. Woo!
yeah, it's a
Yeah.
dream.
Yeah, it's a dream. It's a very expensive hobby right there. Okay. All right. Carlos, how about you? Practicing hypotheticals and future tense. Carlos, what hobby would you like to start if you have a chance?
I would like to
Had the chance.
practice. I would like to practice my martial arts.
Ah.
Uh, I used when I was a kid. I used to practice karate, but I left it, and now I watch in on in the television the fights in Ultimate Fighter Championship, and I
Mm-hmm.
like it. I like the fights, and I would like to try not to fight with another one, only to practice the
Hmm.
technique, the skills, techniques to defend myself.
Yeah. But you've done it before. You know, even sparring, practice is called sparring, to spar.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. You get beat up doing that. I had one of my very, very good friends in the United States is a black belt, in fact, master instructor in both Hapkido and Taekwondo. And oh my goodness, because we were close friends, he would demonstrate with me, throwing me around the room against the wall. Oh, we would spar at my house. Just let's go spar for a little while. He'd basically just beat me up. It was kind of ridiculous. Uh,
Yes.
yeah, really pathetic and sad. Um, you know, for every 99 times he hit me or threw me, I might brush him once. It was ridiculous, really.
Uh, when I was a kid, I used to practice karate, but in karate, uh, I participate in tournaments, but it was about points. You punch in the body of someone, and you get a point. But in the
Mhm.
martial arts, it's different. It's techniques and punches, a lot of punches. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure. I've been to a couple Taekwondo tournaments. I Yeah, I found them quite scary because during the course of the tournament, the ambulance would come and take people away. I don't know, three, four, five people, unconscious, broken bones. And this
Yeah.
is a friendly tournament, you know? Wow. A little scary. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, thanks. That was fun talking about that. Uh, okay, we tried present tense. We tried talking future, hypothetical. Let's try past tense. Demas, what is a hobby that you used to do as a child that you don't do anymore?
Mm. When I was child, I went to just a minute. It was cutting. It's a little car. A little car is only wheels and
Ah, like no motor? What's that called?
mm,
What is that called? Are you talking about the cars that karting? Okay. Yes.
yeah,
All
cutting.
right.
Yeah,
Okay.
I had a big stadium nearby my house, and
Mm,
a lot of my friends went with me, and we had a good team, and yeah, and it was very exciting, and we was very happy. And after that, near my house was a big uh, another stadium where was motorball.
mm-hmm.
I'm not sure. Yeah, motorball, and some group of my friends go there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah. All right.
we have two part of interests. One cutting and another motorball.
Okay. Okay. Be careful. Verb conjugation. We was very happy. Should be we were very happy, of course. Yeah. Okay. Motor bowl or sometimes just racetrack. Is that what you mean? Like car racetrack?
Uh, s-
Motor
just a
bowl?
minute.
You mean?
It's bikers. Bikers play with ball.
Oh,
and
bike. Okay.
and they have a goalkeeper.
Oh,
It's
really?
like it's like football, but
Oh.
player use bike, a special bike.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Interesting. Oh, that sounds dangerous. Uh, like bicycle? Okay, in English, so it's confusing. Really, it is. Confuses native speakers. When native speakers say bike, you can't be sure if they mean bicycle, you pedal, or if they mean bike motorcycle. It's actually hard to tell. And now I will never know because Demas is gone. Oh, unfortunate. I'll have to ask him later. Okay, Francisco, just me and you left.
Yes, sure. You were talking along.
Yeah.
No,
Uh,
I think Dimas is back right now.
yeah.
I
Okay,
having
Demas.
some trouble.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I have trouble.
Not a problem. It happens to all of us. Um,
Yeah, like this.
okay, there we go. All right, let's see what you're talking about here. Thank you. Oh my God, it is on motorcycles. Holy smokes. How
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah.
All right.
It was very popular in the 90s. Yeah,
Oh
it's
my goodness.
10 years ago or 20.
Wow. Okay. Well, that is wild. Oh my goodness. That looks nuts. Wow. I bet a few people got hurt doing that. All right. Thanks for sharing that. I didn't really realize people were crazy enough to do that. Francisco. Francisco, how about you? Past tense. What is a hobby that you used to do but you don't really do any
Well,
longer?
when I was a child, well, a child or a teenager, we used
Hmm.
to ride bicycles. Uh, well, we used to play some kind of soccer using our bicycles, like that one that Dimitro said. Uh, well, but it's a dangerous sport to playing with
Yeah.
bikes or
Yeah.
motorcycles.
Um, I did this, I guess probably the same thing you're talking about. We would set up our own like motocross
Yeah,
tracks with obstacles like jumps, jumps and whoop-de-doos and things like that. I
yeah.
lost I lost one of my bikes when I was a kid jumping over the river, but I did not make it.
Yeah,
The
the
deep
same
river, like way over your head river. Well, splash. Never
yeah
saw that bike again. Goodbye.
the same happened to me. Yeah,
Yeah, really? Okay.
yeah. We used
Yeah.
to jump over the
Yeah.
streams or the river or some kind
Right.
of
Yeah. So I know what you're talking about. Yeah. Yeah. Kids are so crazy.
yeah,
They can do things like that. But on the other hand, they heal. You know,
yeah.
they heal a lot better. Yeah. Okay. Thanks, guys. Interesting discussion, conversation class. I quite enjoyed it, but my time is up and I have another class to open up. So I will say goodbye for now. Thanks again.